Tom and Caitlin, this whole thing is like a moving target. There's always another victim. As professionals look at the numbers, students face the reality, and they are very aware of what's going on around them. They feel like outsiders in their classrooms.
I don't want to go to school because not only do I feel like these teachers are being racist, but I feel like I'm not wanted here, and I don't want to be a place where I'm not wanted.
Their perception is their reality, a reality they're faced with 7 hours a day, 5 days a week.
They basically just target us more than they would target their own color.
At first glance, the issues may seem small, but the difference in how kids of color are treated creates a gap in their achievement. It also creates resentment.
There's this one teacher, I'm not gonna name names or say what class it's in, but if anyone's late, he'll be fine with a white kid's doing it, but then as soon as anyone else is late, he'll instantly go off on you.
When I come in without a pass, it's always, why don't you have a pass? And my consequence is, you have to come in here and have all detention.
So the reaction is different.
Yeah.
A white student does it, it's always oh, it's okay, you can make it up to me some other time.
RPS has charted the problems over years, and the data proves what they already know to be true. There's a discipline disparity within the school system that leaves kids of color at a disadvantage. Concerned parents and diverse groups from around the community are calling on RPS to hold themselves accountable for the disparities that occur in these hallways. And RPS says they're working to address those issues so every child can succeed.
Are we where we need to be? No. Are we going to be able to do that in a year? Probably not, but I think we're headed in the right direction.
The data from RPS has gone to the Office of Civil Rights, and the report shows that in the 2013-2014 school year, Black and Hispanic students only made up 21% of the district's population, but received almost half the in-school, out-of-school suspensions and expulsions.
They never get the discipline the Black kids get, and it's not only is it fair, but it's not right to us.
However, the data does not show that administrators are doing this intentionally.
They didn't find that we were doing anything wrong, but they said, you know what, you have disparities.
The district wasn't surprised by the news. It has been battling these problems since 2010, when the Office of Civil Rights started to review what's going on in Rochester.
That was one thing I always thought about when I was going through school is I'm more than just a number. But they'd always keep me at that, instead of actually addressing me, the person that is a part of that number.
In 2015, RPS voluntarily entered an agreement with the Office of Civil Rights where the district pledged to decrease the disparities by working with experts, identifying at-risk students, and reaching out to community members. Since that agreement, RPS has had 2 community input sessions for the public to voice their concerns and establish a community focus team to brainstorm solutions. They also hired equity professionals to serve as mediators between students and staff.
The problem is not with what the student did. It's far greater than that.
Some efforts have been more successful than others. The community focus team that was established started off with about 90 participants ready to enact change, but within months there was a 6-month hiatus where nothing was done.
What ended up happening was that lots of people felt disenfranchised. The community members felt disenfranchised. They walked away from the group.
Now they're down to just 5. Wilkins said another problem was the group's lack of diversity.
I would be the only person of color that's not a district employee.
Recent data from the 2015-2016 school year shows that RPS has made some improvements. However, the biggest disparities are still happening at Gage, Riverside, Willow Creek, and the high schools.
So we need to find out in the sites where it's not working, why is it? Is it an implementation issue, or do we need to try something different?
The most commonly reported incident at RPS was disruptive or disorderly conduct, which is subjective. According to the Minnesota Equity Partnership, this can result in more students of color being sent to the office given the existing disparities. Attacking the disparity problem will take some time.
There's never a silver bullet that would just fix it quickly. If there was, that silver bullet would be used across the country.
In the meantime, students are waiting to feel the change that they're told is happening.
It's not right to us because we all want to learn and we all want chances just like they do.
At tomorrow's school board meeting, RPS will be releasing discipline data from the first semester of this school year. The district posts discipline data as well as outreach updates on their website. Reporting from the newsroom, Nyela Charles, KTTC News Center.